I know for sure that you have added that touch of glam. Is it frowned upon in your industry? Are you judged for doing that?
It is. Cross-country flight भनेर हुन्छ. During my final approach, मेरो engine failed भएको थियो and I was alone.
I used to have a good body, 8 packs.
If there's any picture of you.
Sharp, trim body line.
Either you are a male or you are a female. The plane which you fly, it doesn't judges you. It's all about your mentality and how professional you can be.
Freedom of press is there, but that does not allow you to damage or hurt another soul.
Number of फ्लाइट्सहरु हाम्रो एक्सिडेन्ट्सहरु भइरहेछ हजुरहरुलाई चाहिँ त्यो सुन्दाखेरि कस्तो हुन्छ के एज फेलो पाइलट Hey everyone, what a journey it has been. We are here with the final episode of Khukri Rum presents WOW Saturday Brunch. We had a great time sitting down with the creme de la creme personalities of Nepal. As naughty as our uncomfortable round could get, we were in awe every time our guests handled themselves with so much of poise and wit. Today, we are at Lemon Tree Premiere, and for one final time, continuing with the list of my favorite people in the town, I am bringing in a fabulous aviator duo. Our first guest is a trailblazer in the Nepali aviation industry who is well known for his fineness and charm. He has not hesitated to live life his own way, be it appearing in a Hollywood movie or making headlines for his rebellious moves. One of the finest and most dynamic personalities that Nepal will ever have. Our second guest proved to the world that a girl can have best of both worlds in real life as well. She is a badass lady who straight up lands an airplane, then shows up to dazzle the runway as a beauty queen. I'm always fascinated by how she manages to fly so high in both of her careers. Little more than a year in the limelight, I feel like she's one of the most promising faces in the Nepali fashion industry. I am pretty excited to have them both together as we begin our final approach of the season. Let's see how smooth this landing will be. Captain Vijay, Captain Raina, namaste. Welcome on board.
Thank you.
I was waiting to say that. For me, it's a matter of pride that you've graced our show. And Raina, with all the progress I've seen from your day one till now, I was very eager to have you here today.
Thank you so much.
So we'll go ahead with the show if you please allow us.
You are the captain of the ship.
As a captain of the ship.
Yes, yes.
एउटा कुरा त अब हजुरलाई एकदम पहिलेदेखि देखिरहेको हैन as a very strong personality aviation मात्रै हैन भनौं media as a host as a TV मा देखेर हुर्केर फेरि यसरी तपाईलाई अगाडि बसेर इन्टरभ्यु गर्न पाउँदा चाहिँ मेरो लागि this is
an honor for me.
This is a milestone for me.
Thank you so much.
हजुरहरुलाई हामीले तीनटा फन फ्याक्ट रेडी गर्नु भनेको थियौ सो हामी स्टार्ट गरौँ फन फ्याक्ट सँग लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ Raina.
Okay, I have this bad habit. When I travel and when I come back, I do not unpack my bags for months and months and months.
Months and months, probably because she has to, she has another flight waiting again. What do pilots do? They have their bags.
My bags are always ready. I have 2 sets.
2 sets of bags.
I carry one, I leave one.
Flight bag is different, where we keep all of our things which are necessary for our flights. So we have a flight bag. That is a different one. But I'm talking about the another bag.
The other bag.
Yes.
I mean, as like normal people who are not pilots, we have so many curiosities.
देखेको र बुझेको कुरा फरक हुन्छ नि.
एकदम धेरै मलाई त अहिले पनि कति धेरै तपाईले भन्दै गर्दा दिमागमा आइराछ. हजुरको fun fact number 1.
Look at my hair. It's amazing, right? I haven't grown this hair for a long time.
You look good.
I always had a crew cut 3 decades now, and I'm looking at that. That's a fun fact for me. Is I'm doing a new movie called Eklo,
oh, wow.
The Last Survivor.
Of course.
Okay, with Pradeep Kharka, Kavita Nepali, Sunil Thapa, Benish Amal, Trichandra Rai, and all these people,
That's super exciting.
I'm irritated with my hair. And it kapal lamu bhara kaile naak ko tupama aउँछ kaile kaha pugcha, and I have a very soft hair. It's giving a lot of problem. But when I'm thinking of the fun that I'm going to have as an actor with this hair, long hair, fun fact for me at the moment. I'm looking forward to that.
I think you've always been an adventurer, no?
Yeah, I've always been. Yeah.
So lifelong adventure तपाईको भइ नै
अहिले कुरा गर्दा पनि यहाँ आइले अब यसो गरिहाल्नु हैन.
मैले फर्स्टमै देख्दाखेरि I was like, oh, this hair suits you.
40 years back, before I started flying, I used to have very, very long hair, but I used to wear beads.
Wow.
Like 6 different beads with braided hair. I used to have a good body, 8 packs.
If there's any
8
picture
packs.
of you.
Sharp and trim body line.
So I'm very excited for that movie. I'm also closely following the news. धेरै movie चाहिँ हेर्दिन तर हाम्रो नेपाली इन्डस्ट्रीमा के भइरहेछ चाहिँ
something different in a Nepali
Futuristic movie, that's how much I can tell you.
भनेपछि त
Sci-fi, futuristic movie
Yes.
with a lot of good content.
हजुरको जुन पहिला मुभी आउँदा एभरेस्ट हजुरको सिन आउँदा त हामी बसेर पुरा
Everybody had a good time. Yeah.
we cheered for you. Like there's
I
so
heard
many
that.
who went just for that.
So during that time, Black and White, Nisha Adhikari came, and we were just talking. And she said, you know, I was in Texas. Suddenly, when you came into the, I screamed. Everybody's just looking at me, and that is how it was. It was
एकदम
good.
मजा आयो.
No matter what, no matter where, or no matter how, we belong to this Nepalese community, and we are Nepali by heart and soul.
Of course.
And we love each other. There may be hundreds of different castes and tribes and systems here, But when you bring them together in one platter, we are nothing but that real Nepali.
सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी.
एउटै माला Nepali, right?
Rena, fun fact number 2.
I do have an artistic side. I love painting. Nowadays, I do not because I'm very busy with my flight schedules and my flight, everything. Nowadays, I haven't, but I'll soon.
Oh, you guys are
course.
multi-talented. हरेक पाइलटलाई सुन्नु बेला चाहिँ हजुरहरूको पनि एकदम हुन्छ नि different.
Could be. You never know.
But listening to Vijay sir's voice, I think he can really sing well. I think so.
I
गाउनु
think
भएको छ होला उहाँले.
I have released 5 different albums. I was probably the first one to release pop album in 1988.
Wow.
And my
Before-
album number, MN, Music Nepal, 242. Imagine 242 serial number. And I still remember that time, Swargya Narayan Gopal Dai was recording a song at Music Nepal, and I was doing there also. Euta Mancheko Mayale Kati.
Oh.
And I was thinking, Jabasama yo dhuktuki chalcha kasam mero timilai. That was nice. That was the first album I released in 88. And after that, I released about 4. My 5th album is still holding on, Nacha no Nacha.
I wonder how many fun facts we have of his.
A lot.
This is
A
like,
lot.
we
I'm
can
gonna
count
share.
this as a second one, but
No, this
हजुरले
is not
के
a-
prepare गर्नुभएको छ
Pandora box of fun
त्यही
facts.
होइन.
Fun
Like,
fact,
wow.
fun fact.
Second.
I was 98 kilograms
Wow.
just 3 weeks back. Now I'm 88.
3
and I
weeks,
need to cut, I have another 3 weeks to cut down another 6 to 8 kilograms for, again,
What's
igloo.
the magic?
3 weekमा त्यति धेरै.
Calorie deficit. Human beings tend to eat a lot. And there are very few things that is not good for your body,
Yeah.
but we opt to eat that only. But there's so many things available in this universe to eat. We discard them because we just go for the taste.
आजको फिस चाहिँ अब मलाई टेन्सन भयो.
अब होइन आज कहिले
आजको
काहीँ
फिस
चल्छ
चाहिँ
नि त।
रेनाको मैले नै भ्याउनु पर्ला जस्तो लाग्यो हजुरको कुरा.
Yeah, I always tell them. So you stay on a calorie deficit. That alone is not going to help you. Taking a lot of fluids, minus sugar. Okay?
हजुरलाई अहिले कोही डाइटिशियनले नै हेल्प गरिरहनु भएको छ कि हजुरले
I have
आफै
a team, yes.
सबै एकदम मोनिटर्ड अनि तपाईँको त्यही अनुसारले नै सबै रेगुलेट गरिरहेछ.
Yes.
Wow.
We have a team coming down from 91. It was a tough time for me. Mr. Podcast, my instructor. He's the one. He's the trainer. He gives me different diet plans.
You mean Sushant?
Yeah, you got it. Shushant is
Shushant.
the one who's helping me out with my stuff.
Oh,
He's
great.
really helping.
That means it is possible, no? 3
It is
weeks
possible. No, no,
to reduce.
everything's
that
possible.
weight.
You know
Okay.
how I got inspired? You watch MMA, you watch UFC. These guys and girls over there, fighters, overnight they deplete 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kilos.
Kgs?
Yeah.
I heard in Olympics ma jada married company pani one night ma 2 or 3 kg घटाउनु
You can do
just
that.
to qualify.
There's no gain without pain.
That is interesting. Well, to many, I think this is definitely a starting point.
That's the
गर्न सकिन्छ
second,
भन्ने त
second
छ नि त.
fun fact.
Rena, third one.
The third one would be I'm very much interested in space science. And for me to come join aviation is because of that also. That is the closest I can be. I mean, I love spacecraft. I'm very much interested. Sometimes I just gawk at the screen. There is a live telecast of a NASA channel. The live
Launcher कोमा कि
launcher.
यतिकै-
माथिकै live hours. It's 24 hours.
You're intrigued about the spacecraft or more like, what's out there.
Whole as space science,
everything.
the universe, and the ability of us you know. But we are very minuscule in this universe. That makes me wonder about this space itself.
That's beautiful.
Very much interested in space
Would
science.
you want to pursue it someday?
I would love to, but it's not a piece of a cake, obviously. But it will take a lot of hard work. But then who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
हजुरको fun fact number 3.
Well, mine is all related with art. Recently, I did a remake of Muskanle by Anmol Gurung. Saja Pare Pachi Bhanne git famous in Hena. He's the same guy. That is in pipeline. Now we're going to make a visual on that and release. Then more than that, I am now all set and ready to record a new song.
Wow.
I'm going into a studio for recording after maybe 3 years now.
हजुरको गीत आइराखेको छ
Aira
हजुरको
sir.
मुभी आइराखेको छ
Fun facts.
Wow.
And that's
still
going to
flies.
make me look small. And my
Total
looks
package.
in the movie is going to be a big fun fact.
Total package.
It
We
is
are
totally.
super excited for you. We are definitely rooting for you, Captain
Thank
Vijay.
you. Thank
And
you.
Raina, thank you for some interesting fun facts. I'm always surprised about, like, what is this girl gonna do next? The first time I got to sit down with her was during this shoot where she was literally waiting. Pilot जस्तो मान्छे shootको लागि भनेर 7-8 घण्टा रेडी भएर यतिकै बसिरहेछ हैन टेन्सन होला यति धेरै भइरहेछ कि she's managing flights, she's managing shoots. अनि 1 महिनामा she was about to leave for her international pageant and she was so stressed. बिचारा माया लागेको थियो कि
That is why we are aviators. And I always tell people, you have to learn to multitask.
Multitask.
The whole world is based on multitasking. Look at yourself. By profession, you're not a host.
I'm not.
You've taken this.
Yes.
By profession, you're something else. At the same time, you're something else.
Yes.
I wish we had more people, more women like you all, coming out of that cocoon
There
and saying,
definitely
look,
will be.
I can do this. You believe in yourself. You have the ownership of your being. That's why you're doing what you want to do. She owns her position, not only as a beautiful lady, pageant lady, aviator. Overall, if you look at her, it's understanding where you stand, what you are.
Of course.
मलाई पनि सोध्छ नि मान्छेले सर कति धेरै गर्नुहुन्छ how do you manage it? We all are liars actually. We tend to lie to ourselves, by saying मसँग समय छैन, I don't have time. You have time to do anything you want to do in life.
Of course.
Why do you want to lie to yourself? People don't know how to utilize that time. So you have to go into volumize that time.
Yeah.
One day is not 8 hours. One day is not 12 hours. It's not 24 hours. It's not 1440 minutes. It is 86,400 seconds. What do you want to do that? If I ask you to count 86,400 seconds, it'll take 24 hours for you to complete that. So हामीसँग टाइम छैन.
Definitely.
हामीसँग एक्सर्साइज गर्नुलाई पनि टाइम छ, उडाउनुलाई पनि टाइम छ, गाउनुलाई पनि टाइम छ, मेकअप गर्नुलाई पनि टाइम छ, लुगा लगाउनु पनि टाइम छ, खानुलाई पनि टाइम छ. Why not? We have everything. So I think positively.
Our youth definitely needed to hear this.
Yes.
Whoever's watching, मलाई चाहिँ अलिकति TED Talk जस्तो feel भइरहेछ क्या, and it's amazing.
Basically, I'm a resource management
It's-
facilitator, so I always say this to you. And young people like you, hey, come on, enjoy life. It's one life to live.
It's one life. With this, we will now head to our second segment, The Uncomfortable. And for that, we'll bring the rum board. We have a very interesting rum board, and this is our most anticipated segment. So
Thank you.
let's do this.
Ready?
Ready.
Ready. Since rum board is on the table, now it's time to spin the bottle. So
Well,
who will do the honor?
I want to say something here.
हजुर.
I always tell everybody, if you want to drink, drink openly. You want to do anything, do it freely, Especially ladies, they shy away all the time, Ladies are leaders, okay? You start with L, leaders. So leaders always lead. I think Captain Raina.
I'll do it. Please.
Ooh, Robusta.
Nice.
So we can now head to the bar. That is
Alright.
where the drinks are waiting for us.
Let's go.
Rum, 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 my love. Rum, 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 my love. Summertime, we're feeling fine. Beat the hits a better time. Feel the rhythm, tap the beat. Hit the floor, move those pretty feet. Make some magic, stir it just right. Let's get rum, my love, all day and through the night. Rum, 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 my love. Rum, 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 my love. Stir it up, let's mix it right.
All right, here we are at the bar and our drink is ready. So please let me hand this over to you guys. do the host
Okay.
duty.
I'm good with that. Thank you.
Rena here.
Looks tempting. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let us do the cheers and then we'll begin with the uncomfortable round. From here, ne?
Cheers.
Cheers.
ल है
ल हजुरलाई अनकम्फर्टेबल सोध्नलाई मै नर्भस हुन लागिसकेँ तर आम एक्साइटेड
Good.
I'm excited for the punches that's gonna
Let's
come.
go.
All right, who wants to go first?
My
Rena, you-
captain.
Captain, let's start with the captain. Ruhi_.fun is asking you, why are you always so serious, Captain Vijay?
Serious.
Not with
When
that smile.
I smile a lot. I think perhaps she must have missed out on my smile. Normally people comment and say, you got a real good smile. You got that personality on your smile. But I don't maybe sometimes, especially when I'm flying, when I'm
Maybe.
in my uniform, people tell me that I look very stern.
You have that side too, but I've mostly seen you very,
You've seen me. Yeah.
chill,
Yeah.
laughing, smiling.
So perhaps next time I'll be seen as that smiling
Probably
guy.
must have been some passenger seeing you
But
stressed.
Yeah,
he's very
serious
friendly with
situation.
his passengers also. Heard the stories.
Rena,
Yes.
first one for you. Why did you choose Miss Nepal? You were already a pilot. Nepal's pageantry sparkle is asking.
I'm somebody who likes to do something out of the box. I don't feel like limiting myself. I wanted to try new thing in my life. So why not? It's a great platform, so I opted for it.
And you came out as a winner. You did amazing. And congratulations for successfally completing your ring,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank
were
you so
looking
much.
amazing
Thank
on
you.
the stage. Loved what you were wearing. Second one for you, Captain. One quality that is lacking in today's show host, Mahindra882 is asking. It can be in this show, it can be every other show, but you know what you generally see?
The general trend,
Yeah.
I'd be very honest about that, is the host of today's time, they need to understand the gist of the program they are hosting, mixing too many things, trying to give too many information, trying to get into somebody else's personal life. They have to learn to be very professional. Professionalism is one of the key to having a very good host who understands the value of the show, at the same time the value of the guests they invite on the show.
Of course. I totally understand what you're saying because, you know, we've seen you in your black and white days.
Yes.
Are we going to see any of that anytime soon?
Very soon, we're planning. I'm coming back with a podcast. It's
Oh,
going to
wow.
be black and white with Vijay Lama. Same dress code, black and white. If I invite you or if I invite Reina, the first note that is going to be there is dress code, black and white.
Podcast ko lagi पनि तपाईले same rule
Yeah,
राख्नुहुन्छ.
it's good because the show is based on the reality of the person's personality, you know. We want to know exactly what the black and what the white is all about in their lives. So, black and white. Let's
Very
have a
interesting.
good picture on that.
And I'm sure not just me, even, you know, our audience, your fans, they're desperately waiting for
They
it.
have been. It's
And-
been about 6 years that I've stopped. I've been receiving a lot of mails, hundreds, maybe thousands of mails, you know, saying that I should come back. I wanted to start on a television show, but that's going to take some time. And I say, why not? I have my own channel also, Vijay Lama. I have got nearly 400,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
That's quite a lot, you know.
We
Thanks.
cannot wait at all.
Thank you. I need that.
Second one for you, Rena.
Ready.
Kajol_590 is asking, are you dating that handsome pilot at the moment?
Second. That's a mystery. I would like to keep this question a history.
A history. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Period. Third one, what are the major reason of frequent aircraft accidents in Nepal? Our Khadka is asking this.
You know, whenever there is any fatal accident or there's any incident, people are just commenting on that, talking about it as if they know the whole storyline behind that. And I and her, for that matter also, if you ask us, we are aviators. We are very serious professionals. We know, we understand the value of professionalism that can save lives, that can help you reach your destination at a given period of time also. But whenever there is any fatalities, any crashes, any accidents, everybody turns out like a specialist. They know, which is so wrong. So how do we stop that is simple. Let everybody do their own job. Don't become a judge. It's a failure of governance. So the only way to come out of this is stop blaming only one sect, one group of people. You have to see the regulatory body, the service provider, the operator, and most of all, the aviators like us. We all need to keep our differences aside, come in an environment together and say, where have we gone wrong? Stop blaming others only, you know.
I believe with this, you're also trying to subtly hint somewhere that there is no harmony or there is no
There is not.
coordination.
There's not. I've been struggling. I've been fighting for this for the last 40 years. I retired 2 years back. I used to be a permanent flyer of Nepal Airlines. Now I'm on a contractual basis, but I'm still serving this country because I want.
By your own will.
I want new aviators like them to become professionals, and I want them to have a safe profession. If they are safe, if we are content and stressless, we perform well.
Yeah,
so
of
the
course.
safety of the passenger lies totally in the hands of the aviators,
Then-
operators, regulatory bodies, and service provider. Let me give you one example. DWI, Mapase. There used to be a lot of road accidents before they brought in this Mapase Act. You go to the trauma hospitals, it would be filled with that. The regulatory body, the police,
Intervened.
They intervened and they came up with this new law. It says zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance.
They enforce that in such a way
The number has gone down drastically.
drastically. You
Yeah.
go and check the data, nearly about 90% down.
Wow.
So we are responsible. I take the blame. She will take the blame. But at the same time, remaining rest 3
Has-
units, they need to take the blame and said, let's come together and work on this.
I have so much more to ask you regarding this, but we will continue in the rest of the segment. Till then, let me ask the final question to Raina. One incident of struggle in this male-dominated industry, Ram Thapa asked.
Well, if you look at the whole scenario, not only Nepal, the percentage of female pilots are very less. I think in Nepal, we are not even 6%.
And the number would be?
Somewhere around 40 in that, like working female pilot would be around maybe 32, 35. There are obviously emerging new flyers, female flyers, but then the percentage, if you compare, is really, really less. Yes, it is a male-dominant field, but then either you are a male or you are a female. The plane which you fly, it doesn't judges you. Totally depends on how you portray, how you take your job, how you take your profession and go forward with it. And it's all about a mentality and how professional you can be. We get to learn every day new thing, and we do learn from every takeoff and every landing.
That is beautiful.
Let me just clarify this.
Hazur.
It used to be when we flew the aircraft with cables and pulleys, you needed a lot of strength, physical strength,
Yes, manual
to
flying.
manual flying, handling. But these days, fly by wire,
All
electronically activated. We
Autogari
fly
tola
with
also.
fingers like that. These days, we don't fly only. We manage the aircraft more than we fly. And she's absolutely right. If you look at all those developed nations, you see the participation of women in every field more than underdeveloped countries like ours, or maybe some developing countries. I always do this is because, hey, peace be with you guys, girls can take over and do whatever they want.
I think we're definitely rising
Yes.
and we're definitely,
I saw that news recently. Nepal Airlines itself, a whole flight was operated by a female crew only.
Oh, wow. हामीलाई पनि, as a passenger, when we see a female pilot, it's a matter of pride and they look super good. Get the uniform and everything. Oh my God, I wish I was that one.
We need to change. Everybody needs to change.
Of course.
Whether it's about flying, whether it's about being in medical line, whether it's about sports and anything, we are two equal halves. Without men, the value of women is zero.
Without
women,
women.
value of men is zero. Male-dominated society. It's because the women themselves need to start saying, look, we are not less than you. But we're not trying to prove you that we are better than you. We can be with you all the way until the end of the road.
Of course, this is not just in aviation, but in every
field.
every sector, every field.
Look at our politics today. According to the requirement, minimum 33% women participation, right? Do we have that in our country?
No.
So start working. But I'm so happy to tell you, look, I have two beautiful ladies here. You're hosting, and she's an airline pilot. I call her captain also. When we first start our training, we are not co-pilots. We train as captains. And I keep telling everybody, stop calling yourself co-pilot. You are second in command. Something happens to this captain, then the second in command takes over and saves the whole day. We need to develop the mentality, the edge of all women in Nepal saying it's no more male-dominated world. We are here and we are here for serious reasons.
So much to learn from you, Captain, and I cannot wait to ask you more questions and get your amazing insights on so many other things. For now, let's head back to our table where our delicious food is waiting for us.
Wow,
Shall we?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's get the
Really
drink
around
as
for
well. हामी चाहिँ यताबाट छौँ।
कता जाने अब हामी?
यता। Okay, delicious food on the table.
I'm tempted.
I hope you are.
Yeah.
हजुर आज एकदमै restricted diet मा हुनुहुन्छ सुशान्त. Please don't kill me for spoiling your client. This is how we treat our guests when they come to
Once
our
in a
show.
while, it's okay. There's a saying, like let the body get used to the same rhythm, same pattern, same stuff all the time. If you're on a special diet, if you break it, your body will start responding even better.
उहाँको every line लाई मलाई quote गरेर राख्नु मन लाग्यो. Quote
As a
Captain
cheat day
Vijay.
हुन्छ.
Quote Captain Vijay.
Right.
I'm amazed. हामी खाँदै कुरा गरौँ if that's fine with you.
Yes.
Start with your favorites, Raina.
First of all, cheers.
Oh, cheers. Yes, cheers.
What was that?
Again.
Robusta.
Robusta. Cheers. All right.
It's good in this weather.
This is Khukri Spice Rum.
Let me try this one, probably.
Raina, what do you want to start with?
I want to start with this kebab.
I'll start with the fries.
Let me try this.
Chicken is always chicken.
एउटा हजुरलाई म भनिहाल्छु है मलाई मात्र त्यस्तो लाग्ने हो कि म जहिले पनि फ्लाइटमा हुँदाखेरि जहिले म टोइलेट जान्छ त्यहाँनिर किन जहिले मलाई टर्बुलेन्स फिल हुन्छ
You're in a confined room. Small space where there's only you
Yes.
and with the sound of the aircraft.
Vibration.
Little movement also, you'll feel that.
त्यही भएर होला म चाहिँ किन मेरो टाइमिङ जहिले टर्बुलेन्ससँग मिल्छ अनि I feel like we should put a seat belt there. Okay, no, all fun things aside, I do have few things to ask you because अहिले हाम्रो यो एभिएसनको कुराहरू चाहिँ मिडियामा एकदम जल्दो बल्दो छ हैन मैले त के भन्ने हजुरहरुकै फिल्डको बारेमा तर एज फ्लायर्स रेगुलर पिपल कोही न कोही हामीले आफ्नो चिन्ने मान्छे फ्लाइट एक्सिडेन्ट्सहरुमा गुमाएका छौं and it's not a nice
No, it's definitely
experience
not
at all.
nice.
It's
To lose a soul, to lose a
it's
human
heart-wrenching.
being. It is.
तर जुन तरिकाले नम्बर अफ फ्लाइट्सहरु हाम्रो एक्सिडेन्ट्सहरु भइरहेछ हजुरहरुलाई चाहिँ त्यो सुन्दाखेरि कस्तो हुन्छ के एज फेलो
We call it, as fellow pilot Pandamani, she understands, I'll understand. You'll have to understand our feelings. We are huge aviators family. Any accident occurs anywhere in the world, it touches us. It doesn't only have to be Nepal. Recent crash that Brazil ate here, it was spinning and coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to imagine how these pilots must have felt inside the cockpit with no control over the aircraft. It was literally coming like that. I've been in this field for last 40 years. I've trained hundreds of students. I've logged in thousands of hours as instructor. I'm like, it's a very sad moment. सबैलाई sad हुन्छ तर the way यो समाचार सम्प्रेषण गर्दै the way they are coming out with information which is not supposed to be out हैन it's really hurting है.
Another thing I would like to add यो जुन अहिले publicly leak भयो video is that normal like
No, it's not normal.
because-
अब यो कुरा मैले केही दिन अगाडि एउटा पडकास्टमा कुरा गर्दाखेरि मलाई गालीको वर्षा पनि आयो मलाई के लाग्दैन इट्स ओके उहाँले नबुझेर गाली गर्नुभएको विमान चालकहरूलाई पाइलट्सलाई I'm not trying to protect them. They have already been brought into the table and they said they are guilty of the things that they've done wrong. एकचोटि दोषी ठहर गरिसकेको विमान चालकहरूलाई कतिचोटि फेरि दोष दिने त्यो ककपिट भोइस रेकर्डर जुन बाहिर आयो त्यस्तो दयनीय दर्दनाक एकदम पेनफुल आवाज श्रिल दैट श्रिक इफ यु आर अ ह्युमन बीइङ इट विल हर्ट यु अनि पाइलट्सहरूले त्यो सुनेर उनीहरू कुन मेन्टालिटीले चाहिँ हुने आई एम नट ट्राइङ टु प्रोटेक्ट त्यो फेटल क्रासको क्याप्टन दुईजनाले गरेको ठिक थियो होइन जहाज बिग्रियो मैले भनेको छैन रेनाले पनि मैले पनि हामीहरूले कहिले पनि पाइलटहरूले राम्रो काम गरेर हारेर भनेको छैन नि उनीहरूलाई गल्ती छ भने गल्ती त प्रमाणित भइसक्यो त अब त्यो गल्ती भएर उनीहरूले फर्किँदैन त्यो नफर्किने गइसकेको आत्माहरूलाई किन रुवाउने त्यो गइसकेका मृतकहरूका परिवारहरूलाई किन रोउने हामीले त यति मात्रै भने त्यो बितेको कुरालाई फेरि किन कोटाएको अहिले द्याट ह्याड नथिङ टु डु विथ सिआरजे खालि न्युज मात्रै बनाउने न्युज त हाम्रो पनि बनाउनु हुन्छ नि मेरो पनि च्यानल छ मलाई पनि बनाउनु हुन्छ तर आई नेभर युज द्याट portals to defame or to hurt or
False
to bring
information as
pain
well.
to all those souls. जीवितलाई त दुःख दियो के त्यो मृत आत्माहरूलाई कति होला त दुःख ह्युम्यानिटी कहाँ गयो
Humanity. It's circulating in social media like any other
It is
audio
wrong.
tape, and I was also thinking.
Thank you for bringing this question. Freedom of press is there, but that does not allow you to be in that position and use that to damage or hurt another soul.
So यो केसमा चाहिँ के होला जुन तरिकाले लिक भयो यसमा कुनै एक्सन लिन पाइन्छ भन्ने कुरा?
पाइन्छ यसमा मुद्दा दायर पनि गर्नु पाइन्छ किन पाउँदैन त्यो भिक्टिम्सहरूको परिवारले गर्नु पाइन्छ
पाइन्छ।
प्रजातन्त्र भनेर इक्वल राइट सबैलाई हुन्छ
Raina, would you like to add anything on this? As a pilot, what do you feel? हामीलाई कमनरहरूलाई हाम्रो त डर के हो भने म अर्को जुन प्लेनमा चढ्छु सायद त्यो प्लेन पनि त्यस्तो होला कि भन्ने हाम्रो
त्यो
डर
सुनेर त्यो नसुनेको भए तपाईँलाई हुँदैन थियो नि
अब आफ्नो यही आँखै अगाडि क्रास हुने यो त एकदमै नजिकै भइसक्यो नि त अब त सो वाट डिड यु थिङ्क हाउ डु यु प्रोसेस योर माइन्ड एन्ड
उहाँले मेन्सन गर्नुभयो जस्तै obviously as an aviator I have lost so many friends obviously sir had too initial training सँगै गरेको साथीहरू पनि they have passed away and it's really saddening news as well जुन मलाई चित्त नबुझ्ने अहिलेको टाइममा चाहिँ we all have social medias like sir said हामीले पनि त आफ्नो थ्रुबाट we can also make news being an aviator so obviously we also have a point of view it's not in our hand to go out and make speculation there are authorities obviously it's a
They do
law
it.
हामीले ट्रस्ट गर्नुपर्छ अहिले त कस्तो न्युज बनिरहेको हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि बिफोर इभन अ लिगल बडी मेक्स एनी रिपोर्ट देयर आर फल्स न्युज एभ्रिवेयर त्यो न्युजलाई यसरी एज अ वाइल्ड फायर पास गरेर हुन्छ एन्ड कल्प्रिट इज एभ्रिबडी अल अफ द पब्लिक बिकज दे आर द वान हु सेयर्स त्यो भिक्टिमको फ्यामिली फ्रेन्ड्सलाई कतिको असर पारिरहेछ दे डोन्ट थिङ्क अबाउट द्याट जस्ट फर द फ्यु नम्बर अफ भ्युज एन्ड लाइक्स एन्ड सेयर्स दे डु द्याट बट इट्स रियली इन्सेन्सिबल
यस्तो भएको तपाईँले बोलेको कुरामा फेरि अरूले मिसइन्टरप्रेट गर्छ क्या रिपोर्ट आएको कुरामा पाइलटहरूलाई दोषी ठहर गरेकोमा वी आर नट प्रोटेक्टेड
You're talking about the insensitivity.
इन्सेन्सिटिभको कुरामा त्यो
Yes.
होइन राइट टु इन्फर्मेसन भन्ने बित्तिकै जे पाए त्यही बोल्ने जे पाए त्यही लिने
course.
अनि सुन्ने त्यो पनि रोक्नुपर्छ क्या जबसम्म त्यो रोक्दैन तबसम्म के पनि
I
हुनेवाला
think
छैन
aviation industry is a big
अब बिकज
victim
अफ
of
द्याट
that.
तपाईँ आफै नै एउटा इक्जाम्पल के भन्नुभयो थाहा छ यु सुड बी लेस वरिड देन अस बिकज वी फ्लाइ एभ्री सिंगल डे
Exactly. Oh.
You are an example for us. त्यो information, cockpit voice recorder सुनेर you said हामीलाई कस्तो डर लाग्यो
डर लाग्यो
तपाईँ एजुकेटेड तपाईँले बुझेको व्यक्तिले त मलाई डर लाग्यो भनेर एभिएसन प्रतिको एउटा नेगेटिभ थट्स राख्ने त्यो नबुझ्नेलाई त त्यो त ठुलो पहाड भइसक्यो
हो
त्यो
नि।
दे विल स्टप फ्लाइङ तर यु सुड अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड वी सुड बी द वान टु वरी मोर
Of
वी
course.
fly practically every day. It is important for us to say goodbye and it is important for us to come back home and say, hi, I'm back, good evening or good morning, you know. हाम्रो सेफ्टी हामीलाई कन्सर्न छैन सो गाली गर्नु पाए भन्ने बित्तिकै विमान चालकलाई त्यसरी गाली गर्ने
Which is why I wanted to know the mentality of pilots okay, when they hear it because for you guys it's
Who
not
wants
easy.
to?
It's not easy.
Lovely food today. Wow, thanks to you all. You know, the chef, when he prepares this food, he does not come up with a set of mind saying, no, आज म झुर खाना बनाउँछु नमिठो खाना खुवाउँछु भन्दैन everybody wants to give the best in their life अनि पाइलटहरूले पनि म अब सिफिड भनेको होइन
No.
क्रास गराउँछु भनेर गर्दैन म मर्छु भनेकोले पनि भन्दैन nobody wants to die
Seafrit is a control flight into
Into
terrain.
terrain.
Thank you, Raina.
hey okay see, oh, I'm sorry okay yeah
I was telling them that I'm bad with acronyms, so Raina is kindly.
control flight into
Raina is.
she's also a captain कि that's why
अब चाहिँ म
Captain of the
बिस्तारै
show, so
बुझ्न लागिरहेको छु।
अघि पनि मैले CRM
Okay.
भने अघि के भने CVR भने
अब अलिअलि
we use acronyms
acronyms.
so
Yes.
just to wrap up on that you know हाम्रो लाइफमा we are doing something which the nature tells us not to do the law of gravity always tells us to stay put on ground but we have chosen a career artificial wings and propellers
We go against the
everything.
gravity.
How serious can a job be when you have to go against the nature? We prepare, we train, we educate ourselves, and we fix ourselves into 3Ds: discipline, dedication, and devotion to our profession.
Yes. And you want the similar kind of support system as well,
Yes.
all around you. I think that's what you're voicing out for.
I'm very much doing that.
Yeah.
And I have lost few of the young friends who are like very young aviators. अनि हामीले ट्रेनिङ गर्दाखेरि कसैको इच्छा हुँदैन त्यो जानी जानी गरौँ या जानी जानी बिकज हाम्रो एभिएसनमा चाहिँ द एक्सिडेन्ट्स और इन्सिडेन्ट्स आर नट कज बाई एकजना व्यक्ति और एकजना बडीले गर्दा अथोरिटीले गर्दा हुँदैन द चेन अफ इभेन्ट्स विच कजेस द्याट अ फ्याटल एक्सिडेन्ट्स हामीले ट्रेन गर्दाखेरि नोबडी वान्ट्स टु अभियसली बुवामाले त्यत्रो रिस्की भएर पनि दे ट्रस्ट फाइनेन्सियली मेन्टल्ली सबै गरेर पठाउनुहुन्छ आफ्नो बच्चालाई पढाउन वी कम ब्याक वी फ्लाइ इन नेपाल हाम्रो एभिएसन सेक्टरमा एज सर सेड वी गो अगेन्स्ट द ग्राभिटी
But we will still say this is the safest mode of transportation.
Exactly.
हाम्रो जहाज उडाउनु भने नि अहिले तपाईँ हामी यहाँ कुरा गर्दा गर्दै संसारभरि कति सय गाडी एक्सिडेन्टमा मान्छे मरिरहेछ तर इट गोज अननोटिस तर एउटा क्रास पनि इट्स अ मिडिया हाइप स्पेनमा भएको क्रास संसारले थाहा पायो अस्ति यहाँ भएको क्रास immediately it becomes a flash news story. So media plays a big role in creating that havoc in the mindset of the people saying it's unsafe to fly. No, it's very safe to fly. Trust us.
We definitely
And
need
I
to
think
put that message out there.
Through this show, I want to know the viewers that as a pilot, there are so many typical misconceptions. It's like easy like driving a
No.
vehicle. It's not.
Tell them how many tests you have to go through. Simulators, they can oral examining, they can written, they can health, they can.
That comes later. The first step, the theoretical part, we don't only study one subject. There is a subject called human factor itself where we study the fatigueness, psychology.
Yeah.
We study the law. The name of the subject is your law. And we study aircraft and technical and general. More advanced our aircraft engineer but as a pilot, we also need to know our mechanism of the aircraft. So we study that. Meteorology, we study about the weather. And all these exams we need to pass by flying numbers.
अनि त्यसपछि पनि हजुरले केही न
We
केही
keep
टेस्ट दिइराख्नु
updating.
पर्छ
I'll ask you, A, B, C profession. Once they are done with the degree, when do they do the refresher course? When do they go through the medical test? When do they go through the skill test that's required? None. Actually, degree ले चाहिँ सक्यो. No, विमान चालक बन्नलाई please don't come thinking that actually विमान चालक बनेपछि पढ्नु पर्दैन. This will not end until the day you retire.
Raina also came back from a recent course that you did in Paris, no?
PPC, pilot proficiency check,
okay.
which is done by all of the pilots. Every 6 months, we have to go through a check.
Because I'm an instructor, I make them do that. Immediately after that, we do RT, recurrent training. And in recurrent training, we teach them how to recover the aircraft when you lose both engines or one engine, when there's a fire,
the
where there's
abnormal
something,
or
all
emergency
abnormalities are
situations.
covered like that. So I'm saying through you, please be our ambassador for the aviation industry.
Yes,
saying
please.
flying is not unsafe. Flying is safe. Hundreds and thousands of flights every day. It happens. It occurs in many, many months or weeks. It is not to be blown out of proportion saying it is unsafe to fly. It is safe to fly. We do not accept the aircraft unless we are handed over a technical logbook which states we are snag-free. Snag-free, technical defect. What is it?
I love how she's like right there.
Yeah, she's there.
Another, curiosity. जस्तै तपाईहरुले चाहिँ glam factor ल्याउनु भएको छ कि aviation industry भएर.
It is a glamorous job, definitely.
So I know for sure that you have added that touch of glam. Is it frowned upon in your industry? Are you judged for
We're
doing
marked.
that?
It is.
तपाईं त rebellion भनेर
I'm a rebel.
How do you manage all this? Raina did pageant, right? You glam, aviation, such strict discipline चाहिने sector, अनि pageantry, तपाईं movie, यो सबैहरुको बाट
How do we manage? How do we do?
How are you looked
How
at and how
we
do
are
you
looked,
manage?
we'll tell you. We are envied, but they will not say it in words. They will do something else behind the back to defame us, number one.
I agree.
You agree?
Okay.
They will not. अगाडि आएर, oh, Captain Raina, you're good. Captain Vijay, but behind the back, let's do this, okay? Number two, we have trained ourselves in such a way we can shut our minds. Now, we are not aviators.
Yes.
We are just your guest, but we are enjoying our talk. We transform ourselves as guests. When we go to the cockpit,
Put on that
me
uniform.
or anybody, we leave everything behind and we just become aviators and we just concentrate. We do what we are told, we have learned, and what we are supposed to do, what the cockpit environment gives us.
Anything you'd like to add on that?
When I'm in that uniform, I'm a totally different person. I'm not a Miss Nepal anymore. I'm not the Raina outside anymore.
You become the serious person.
Exactly.
अघि मलाई दोष लगाएको छ नि मान्छेहरूले
No, sir.
सिरियस भएको मेरो युनिफर्ममा मलाई सिरियस देख्छ
And we need to be. We need to be. There's no room for even 0.01% of mistake.
We incur more loss to the society, to the earth than any other profession does. Hamro one mistake is our last mistake.
Yes.
There is no recovery on that.
chance.
So we prepare.
Only to the few lucky
They're
blessed
very
ones.
lucky ones.
Lucky
And Nepalma
ones.
duita incident भयो, fatal accident. All passenger and co-pilot died,
Only
but the
five.
captain survived.
Survived.
Recent CRJ and about 15 years back, Luke Lama, stall filmer, same thing happened. The captain was jettisoned out of the cockpit. He survived. Everybody died. 18, I think, that time was 18, 19. Not everybody is lucky like our captain Sahabaru.
Yeah.
So भगवानले हात थाप्यो भन्छ नि, you believe in
Yes,
God?
life is not to
That is
joke
what it
about.
We pray for their good health
Yes.
and recovery.
I want
Thanks
them to come
for
back flying.
Such wonderful insight regarding everything. I'm sure our audience is learning so much today, and this definitely need to be put out there. I think our food is also getting cold,
Yeah.
Captain. So let's
I
continue.
just
with
enjoyed
the
this
feast.
chicken.
Please, let's continue
I
with the
just want to
feast
say,
and our
Yeah,
another.
cheers to that once again.
Cheers.
I think
Yes,
it's
cheers.
really nice. Okay, thank you so much.
And
Our
the
another-
mentality changes that aviation is not safe, Panera.
Aviation is safe. Cheers to
Aviation
that.
is safe.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
to that.
And we have our another fun segment, On Your Mind,
Okay.
Okay.
which is waiting for us. So let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, time for me to know what's on your mind. We will do rock, paper, scissors, and we'll
Okay.
decide who will go first.
Okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. हजुरले जित्नुभयो, so Raina.
Oh no.
Raina, are you ready?
I have to be.
If you could ask God for one thing, what would it be?
To know how this world was created, how this space is created, very much interested in that.
Your best flight moment.
My first solo flight during my private pilot training.
Oh, wow. Where was it?
I did in South Africa.
Wow.
So that first moment when you fly, take off alone, that is something else.
Scariest flight moment.
That would be during my training days as well.
By yourself, मतलब कोही हुन्थ्यो के
होइन
हुँदैन?
म चाहिँ त्यो हाम्रो लङ नेभिगेसन भनेर हुन्छ लङ नेभिगेसन फ्लाइटमा क्रस कन्ट्री फ्लाइट भनेर हुन्छ ड्युरिङ माई फाइनल अप्रोच मेरो इन्जिन फेल भएको थियो एन्ड आई वाज अलोन बट आई डिड ल्यान्ड
managed.
सेफली यस
Yeti Airlines in a word.
माई ब्रेड एन्ड बटर
What made you pursue flying?
passion
Biggest turn off in men.
physical hygiene
Would you date
personalized
personal hygiene?
personalized
Would you date a pilot?
I won't mind.
The most frustrating point of your career.
During our time when we're not getting a job, unemployment time durations.
Your favorite Miss Nepal Earth.
Sarisa Shrestha, Dr. Sarisa
She's
Shrestha.
doing great.
Yes.
Worst experience during Miss Nepal Earth journey
I think the sleep, I just used to have maybe 3 hours of sleep.
because you were managing both.
Yes, managing both.
Message to young girls who want to follow aviation like you.
Do your research and only come to this field if you are really, really passionate and interested, not by the outer look of that for the money or for the glamour, but if you are really enthusiastic about this field and you really have the passion for this, then I would suggest.
Aviation or pageant, which one are you more grateful for?
Of course, aviation.
Love in a word.
A very special feeling, very beautiful thing.
Money or fame?
Money. I don't like spotlight that much.
Just strength.
Patient.
Ever felt like giving up pageant?
Not really. There was ups and downs, but I always pushed myself. I can do it, Panera. So no.
I think I know the answer, but last one. What do you want to be known as first? Miss Nepal Earth or pilot?
Of course.
Captain Red.
Not only a pilot, but an ace pilot.
An ace pilot. Well done. Thank you so much, Raina.
It's my time now.
Yes.
हजुरलाई now I can relax,
You're the pro.
lay back and relax.
You're the pro. Are we ready?
Yes, I am.
Most misunderstood thing about you?
My honesty.
Proudest moment of your life?
When I got my first pay given to me by my father, I was just 14 and a half years old. I drove all the way from Calcutta to Kathmandu in a Cherokee Jeep. He gave me 3,500 Indian currency. That was a lot of money. That's our first pay.
त्यति वर्ष अगाडि त 3500 भनेको त
Lot.
Big amount.
धेरै हो नि.
Big amount.
He was so happy
Wow.
because not a scratch in that Jeep. 6-cylinder cheap I drove.
Biggest inspiration.
My father himself.
Rena, in a word.
A complete package at the moment, I can see that.
Your best friend?
I have many friends. I cannot
Name one.
name one.
Nepal Airlines, in a word.
It's my life. It's my passion. It's my everything.
Pride.
Pride, yes.
TIA, in a word.
मेरो थलो
Karma thalo.
घरमा थलो
Can, in a word.
guide.
Funniest flight moment ever.
That flight from Jomsum to Pokhara, 18 minutes, but I happened to fly 1 hour and 48 minutes until my fuel was really low. It was funny because there was no coordination in the aircraft. Lot of cross-controlling from my first officer. It was very scary because we were in a heavy weather condition, no airports to land, and we just did thumb rule,
Yeah.
Climb and goes towards south, and that's what I did and landed.
South there's terrain, less terrain.
If you go
love
towards
that.
north, it's all Himal. Fun at the same time.
Scary.
Scary.
Ever felt like giving up aviation?
No, never. This is what I've lived to do, and I always believe that I was born to fly.
Best part about flying?
When I'm commanding the aircraft up in the sky, 41,000 feet as that instructor pilot, and teaching my new generation the stuff that they need to know. That's my pride.
If you were not a pilot, what would you be?
Doctor,
If God appeared in front of you, what would you ask?
I would not ask anything. I would like to thank him or thank her for giving me what I am today.
Your dad, in a word?
My best buddy, but I miss him.
That answers your best friend wala question.
friend.
Love is.
There should not be any selfish motive behind that particular line. Love always denotes selflessness.
Money or fame?
I definitely want money. If you have money and you have a good life to live, you can become famous.
Your strength?
My character.
Well done. I was so like, oh my God, that was
I think
the
I sounded
most.
quite rude.
No, that was most rapid ever.
Yeah.
And
We are aviators, that is the
Yeah.
reason. We have
Love
to
it, love
decide
it.
split of a second. We count 1001, 1002, 1003, 1005, 1005. If you ask any normal people to count, they'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for us, that is what it is.
Mazza, so much to learn from such amazing personalities. It's an honor to have you guys here, but we're not done yet. We have one final round. It is one for the road, where I let my guest ask me one question each.
Okay.
So please, one question, anything. Till then, we'll bring the dessert to the table. So let's do this.
Okay?
Beautiful desserts on the table for beautiful people. So let's start with the desserts, and then Rena, maybe you want to ask me first, Captain.
In the meantime, I'm going to be busy
Yes,
with
please
this.
don't.
I think it's
Okay.
brownie.
One thing I would like to ask you is just we spoke a lot about flight safety and everything. Now our conversation pachi, have you changed your mind or not? Like, do you think aviation is safe or not?
मलाई चाहिँ honestly के लाग्छ भने अब जुन मैले तपाईहरुलाई भने एकदमै raw थियो नि त हैन मैले तपाईहरुलाई देखे भने
As a layman.
as a flyer we would love to keep hearing about these things from you guys, like the assurance, after such incidents. हजुरको story थाहा पाउँदाखेरि कतै न कतै confidence मलाई मात्र हैन, our viewers must have received it for sure, which is why अघि पनि मैले हजुरलाई भन्दै थिए कि के दिमागमा चल्छ भनेर हामीले थाहा पाउनु पायो भने त it'd be so good, because we are only hearing one side of the story, right? Only media feeding us all these fear. And
Yes.
trust me, definitely the fear in me has reduced a lot. म त्यस्तो डराउने मान्छे पनि हैन फ्लाइटमा हैन, तर एकचोटी चाहिँ ठ्याक्क टेक अफ हुनुभन्दा ढोग्ने मान्छे चाहिँ हो म,
We all do that.
हैन? भगवानपट्टिको त्यो जहिले पनि छ. So yeah, recent incident को जुन थियो terror, that's gone now for sure.
You have to understand, we are human beings. We are
Yes.
not robots. We have feelings. We are sensitive. We believe in living. So if we believe in living, we definitely believe in your living also.
Definitely.
And another fun fact. Even as an aviator, I don't know. I think sir does too. But जहाज उडाउनु भन्दा
We do
dogs.
this. It's
I
our
think,
ritual.
yeah.
And plus, I think all of the machines we consider in the religion as a Vishwakarma,
हरेक
Bhagwan.
केही कुरामा राम्रो कुरा गर्दाखेरि भनौँ न केही एउटा जर्नी सुरु गर्दाखेरि भगवानलाई सम्झिनु, एउटा
always
आस्था राख्नु अलवेज राम्रो हो. मेरो लागि नि त्यही हो,
That's discipline.
हजुरको लागि नि त्यही हो. हजुरको क्वेसन.
तपाईले हाम्रो एभिएसनको कुरा बाहेक त्यसलाई एकछिन छोडेर हामी दुईजनाको कन्भर्सेसन, यो वार्तालाप पछि के चाहिँ बुझ्नु भयो कस्तो कुरालाई चाहिँ तपाईले मनन गर्नु
मनन गरे मैले
because we are a very different set of guests जस्तो लाग्छ आज के
एकदम
very technical
र लाइफमा जति उतार चढाव आए पनि त्यसलाई एउटा एडभेन्चरको रूपमा हेर्नुपर्छ भन्ने एउटा कन्फिडेन्स तपाईहरुबाट सिके र साथसाथै डिसिप्लिनको भ्याल्यु बिकज म आफै पनि रिसेन्ट इयर्समा डिसिप्लिनको भ्याल्यु बुझ्दै गएको र तपाईहरुको प्रोफेसनमा जुन तरिकाले तपाईहरुले भन्नुभयो त्यो प्रिसिजन त्यो जुन चाहिन्छ त्यसको लाइफमा कति इम्पोर्टेन्स हुन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ अझै अप क्लोज बुझ्नु पाए र त्यो सँगसँगै गर्दा पनि अब हामीले एउटा आफ्टर अल वी अल आर ह्युमन बिङ्स वी आर अल कनेक्टेड बाई सेम ब्लड एन्ड बियोन्ड आवर डिफरेन्सेस बियोन्ड आवर स्किन कलर बियोन्ड आवर पर्सनालिटिज देयर लाइज जस्ट सिम्पल ह्युमन बिङ्स हुज ट्राइङ टु मेक द मोस्ट आउट अफ देयर लाइफ्स द्याट्स व्हाट आई लर्न फ्रम बोथ अफ यू
Thank you so much. That's a good line.
Yeah, that's it. So
P stands for pilots and P stands for professionalism. That's what we
beautiful.
do.
Thank you so much. It was pleasure
Thank you so
having you
much.
guys.
Thank you.
हाम्रो यो भनौँ न सिजनको 24वटा एपिसोडको हजुरहरू फाइनल गेस्टहरू हुनुहुन्छ एकदमै एकदमै ग्रेटफुल छौँ हामी बिफोर वी ऱ्याप अप वी हेभ द गिफ्ट ह्याम्पर फ्रम वाउ एन्ड खुक्री हजुरलाई हो
Wow, thank you so much. Amazing.
Spice Rum and our current issue.
Thank you. Wow, thank you.
Wow. Raina, thank you for gracing our show.
Thank you so much, Dee,
Thank
for
you.
inviting me. I really enjoyed
My pleasure.
thoroughly. Thank you for this
Wow,
gift.
So closing our season with this beautiful memory. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We need to say thank you also. I know with
Yes.
namaste. Namaste
Thank
and
you
thank
so
you so much. And
Thank
of
you.
course, keep smiling. You look gorgeous. Keep looking gorgeous.
This
Sure,
looks
I
like
will.
a Greek goddess.
Thank you.
कोसौं टाढा कुना कन्दरा घुम्दै धेरै यात्रामा सहयात्री बनेको छु हर पल आत्मीय र आनन्दपूर्ण रह्यो जब शिशिरको रातमा पनि फेरि न्यानोपन छायो जीवनका हरेक उतार चढावमा म सधैँ थिएँ र छु शिशिरको चिसो सुरु भएसँगै हामीले हरेक रातलाई उत्सव बनायौं हाम्रो हाँसोको न्यानोपनमा झल्किन्छन् हाम्रा कथाहरू मनाऊ ती खुसीका पलहरू जसले जोड्दछन् कैयौं पुस्ताहरू अब हरेक कथाहरू संसारलाई सुनाऊ जसरी अहिले हामीले सुनायौं खुकुरी XXX रम सन् 1959 देखि हरेक कथालाई रोचक बनाउँदै
Alright guys, our final episode of Khukri Rum Presents WOW Saturday Brunch is in the books. I had such an insightful conversation with both of my guests today and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys more episodes in the future. Thanks to Lemon Tree Premier for their wonderful hospitality. We would love to hear from our lovely audience on what we can do to make it bigger and better in the next season. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to WOW Magazine. And please go back and watch our entire season again. Meanwhile, I and my team will be hard at work cooking up something exciting for all of you. See you guys in the next season.